Assalamu alaikum everyone, welcome back to circular arrays, and today we just have to do removing and palindrome check. The last video was a 41 minutes, which was unexpected, so let's try to be quick in this one. We'll be doing removing, and for removing we'll also be doing left shifting and right shifting. I can just copy their, removing is also the same as inserting, but I will still write one so that you can keep track of it. I'll not copy, and even though I'm very lazy, but and this time I'm going to write the left one, not just simply remove L. Okay, so you remember the idea of inserting from left, right? So we'll start from position 1, and for removing we need to decrease and do left shifting. So 1 second, take a value, the size, and we should remove the position index from the size, and then the extra index, which is always there on the way, an index where we'll start from. So let's to keep track, name them with the similar terms so that you can differentiate between inserting and removing. Before that, let me show you the inserting. See, notice this place, and you can guess that for inserting, if I did a left shift, I need to do a little bit of reverse work to bring them back, right? So you need to add the command and always add the extra index, and there is the modding to make sure I don't get out of bounds, and a variable where I'll end. I can use a while loop, I can use a for loop. Let's go with a for loop, keep the code short. I'll start with the same values as we used before, another variable for a change, C++. Oh, that's cool. Okay, let's put the value of t over here, because it will be changing every time. Since f will be changing, t will be changing as well. And if t reaches 0, sorry, a negative value, that is 0 actually, we need to change t to the last index. We do it every time in whether it's removing or it's insertion, we need to do it. And obviously pull them back, so t will have the values of f. Don't forget to increment the f, otherwise your t won't change over here. You can understand that the terms t, f, these are all for, I use t, f so that you can understand. This f is the place where we're starting. Okay, I think this is not a good idea. I think I should place the t with 2. I hope I didn't use t any other place. Yep, I didn't. And the f will be, so that you can understand. It's just for you guys to understand. Let's just see if it is messed up in any other place. Luckily I didn't use those terms in any other place, so it's good. Okay, very good. So now we did the work of the loop, and finally we need to remove the element. So removing is actually making it null, right? Remember, you cannot make it 0 because 0 is not considered an empty index. If you have 0 in your value, it will still be considered as a space from the size. Your size, if it is 8 and there is a 0 in it, that will count as a size. So 0 is a part of size. So for the size, you cannot put 0. 0 is not considered as an empty place. So it should definitely be null. That's the only way to empty arrays from now on. So don't think 0 as a empty index. That time is over. Okay, I think we are good and we are done. I hope this works. So this is removing by left shift. I won't mind doing the right one, but of course, since I'm lazy, I'm just going to show you what are the terms you will change. Understand right shifting. We need to change where we start from, where we end from. These are the only things that will matter. So this time we'll start from position, similar to left insertion of left shift. Okay, this will not be plus now, it will be minus because we are doing it rightwards. I don't think 2 has a problem over here, so I think we need to remove this 2. Okay, if it stays here, it's not an issue. Do we have to change the forward loop, the linear loop? No, we don't. But there is a major change over here, similar to the left shift insertion. If from, which is 0 minus index, then it should become circle length minus 1. Since we are going to do it right removal, then the from will reach minus index, not the 2. And we need to do some work on the 2 as well, because we didn't set up 2. For right, it will obviously be from plus 1. Common sense says so. And don't forget to add the thing that keeps the modding done, so that we never reach array index out of bounds. The shifting itself, and oh dear, should change this. Don't mistake this as a dash. Okay, need to make serious changes over here. Okay, other changes that we need to do. So as with that, this is no longer the case. The start should be changed as well. And the modding do not reach index out of bounds. This is removing by right shift, and this is removing by left shift. Although I have done a lot of writing, I hope it's working. It will work. The scariest part for any code, it just, no matter how many times I do this, pressing F5, I just worry. Great, it's a relief. So there are no errors, there are no compile errors, but there could be runtime errors. So let's consider the insertion is okay. Then let's remove that. Let's see how it goes. Okay, so 10 was removed. Since it is left removal, 10 was removed, so that's okay. That's how it's supposed to be. To make it clear to you, let me show you what happened. You have to understand that this is a circular array. Okay, so this is the case over here. First it was normal, then we did insertion by left shift. So this happened by left shift there in the position 9. This is a circular array, so you have to consider that 2 over here. 10 is the last position. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 9 is the last index. So we did left shifting of this, and then 100 showed up over here and 10 reached here. Okay, after that I did a remove of left shift from the same last index, which would definitely remove 10 because this is the last index over here. Now see the case if I do this, just to make you clear. Now we did right shifting, so the ninth value in the ninth index went up to the first, to the start, so that pushed 100 over here. So when we do remove by left shift, 100 is going away, and the same reverse thing happens if we do it right. Then it will be the same thing again. 10 will go away. Oops, I was wrong. 100 went away again, of course. And this is the last case. Okay, so that confirms that our removing and insertion is working fine. Now last one method to do, that is palindrome check. Let's go ahead and do that, and we are done with circular arrays. Before going on with this, I need to make sure you know what a palindrome is. It would not receive anything. So a palindrome is 1, 2, 3, 3, 2, 1. Simply that. Okay, I'm commenting it out. So an easy thing you need to check is if size is divided by n by 2, it should be half, otherwise that will never be a palindrome. So we can send something. Let's take a boolean, and it will be the status. Let's consider it true for now. And if it is true, then this should be the end. Now once again that same old loop. I feel like copying it, but let's just write it since I'm on it. So we take a start and we take a point where it will start from 0. The new thing we need to take is a value that will start from start plus size, and the extra index should be subtracted. Condition doesn't change, it will always be the same. So you should not reach more than n, and we need to increment all values. So plus plus s, plus plus c. As for t, it will be decrement, so minus minus t. Why? You will understand very soon. So the idea of palindrome checking, we need to check the first half and the last half. We need to run a loop backwards, another loop forward, and check if the values are the same. If they are same and there are no errors, if there is no false in our checking, then it is a palindrome. So the idea, and let me show you, we'll start the loop from this point, this star. Okay, so one loop for this, which will start from here and go forward. Another one, which is this, will go backward. And these two loops, as we are going this way and this way, this value should be equal to this value. This value 3 should be equal to 3, 2 should be equal to 2, 1 should be equal to 1. This checking is the thing we need to do, and if the checking every time returns true, then we're good to go, and it's a palindrome. One thing you need to make sure that, come on, the palindrome doesn't reach minus index. Same as the shifting, you need to just send it back to the last index. And now, of course, the checking, which is the core part of this code. From the leftward, and the right. If this condition is met, then the status should remain, or you can just do the reverse. Since we are already keeping it true, we have to make this false. You can do the reverse. You can just put status false and then check if it's equal, then it will become true. And it will be, if the last value also remains the same, then the true won't change. So that's also another way to do it. So this checking will continue. After that, at the end of the loop, if the status is still true, then alas, the palindrome, it's a palindrome, which is nothing but a printing out. Yeah, it's a palindrome. What was that? Else, of course I'm lazy, so I will just take this and if it's funny, I'm sorry, but I don't feel like writing it now. That's for the code. Okay, I think I made some bracket issues. It's fine up till here. Here is the place where the issue starts. Okay, found it. That should be the trick. Okay, now what's the problem? Haven't seen that yellow for a while. That was the first time we saw it. Now we need to check. To check, we need to run the method. So I've written it over here. Now it's not a palindrome, so should print it is not a palindrome. No, not a palindrome. Okay. Now the tricky part is, even if the code is in an error, then there's a possibility of being no. What if it is a palindrome? Let's change 20 10. It should print yes, it's a palindrome, and it is a success. With that success, that ends the video for circular arrays. I didn't post the sorting because I'm running out of time, and we'll be doing another video on sorting, just on sorting, different kinds of sorting, because it is in your syllabus. After mid you will be doing sorting, so sorting is an important issue. We'll be doing that. I'm not doing it separately over here. It's already been long enough, so let's end the video here, and that ends circular arrays. Thank you for watching. Happy surviving. All you need to do is survive, and of course keep looking forward to the next video where we'll be starting linked list, inshallah.